Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with some more Digimon ReArise, and today I kind of want to talk about Imperialdramon and Baihumon. I'll kind of showcase the team I've been using, but I honestly do think that Imperialdramon has aged very well. Honestly, there's nothing in the game that has its ability except one Digimon that's gonna come later on, and its ability is really good. It's the whole negate, power, tech, defense, and resistance, both tech and power. So the thing is that even if your opponent has a permanent buff, it'll wipe it. It attacks three enemies, which is most for the most part. It is different than the 5 turn wipe. There's a lot of stuff that the 5 turn wipe can't clear, and this how he is beneficial. For example, this guy he powers up tenacious Digimons by 80% permanently, so it can't be wiped. And some tenacious Digimon could really do some damage now because of that. Like Leomon. However, if you manage to pull off the Imperialdramon and hit them and hit the right Digimons, it'll take away their power, defense, or whatever they have, but not the wipe. So not the 5 turn wipe, and that's the unfortunate part. Um, right now, it's really popular to use that Turtle Tenacious Digimon. You guys know what he does. He has a 7 turn increase in defense, and yeah, that's good and all. But I feel he will get outclassed later by another one. But what I'm liking is lowering your opponent's stats than increasing your defenses, because you increase your defenses, you got an Imperialdramon that could hit you. And I noticed a lot of Imperialdramon has gone down. Not a lot of people are using it. Maybe it's older people who quit, or people are just using the newer stuff, because Imperialdramon's just top 10, still top 10. But it's not up there as it is, because yeah, you could probably make a stronger team without it and stuff. However, I still like it. Mine's is Awaken. Um, and yeah, so again with that is my Imperialdramon. It lowers my opponent's tech resistance, right? What I want is to nuke with Alphamon, and also Alphamon I feel like doesn't partner up well with Leomon, because you want Alphamon to get hurt, and a lot of times Leomon sponges up a lot of damage early, which prevents you, from nuking. So he goes with, I think he goes better with like Beelzemon or something else that nukes, honestly. Um, just because, yeah, Alphamon needs to get hurt a little bit to show its true potential. But yeah, going back. I'm lowering my opponent's tech resistance. I know this one increases its own power, but that's its own thing. It has a permanent shield that can't be dispelled by anything. It could be damaged, but not like removed at all. And I'm adding him literally for the burns. He's really good. If my whole team dies, a lot of times he survives and he becomes clutch. Especially now that I got the 5 turn wipe, I can deal statuses. Back then, before I got Balimon, I didn't have Beelzemon, I didn't have Apocalypse. So like 5 turn wipe or wiping your opponent's DLTs was so hard. Honest, and then Lucamon is there so I could prevent from getting burned and all that stuff. It can be wiped, but at least it's there, so I won't get early like DLT and statuses. But what I do like is it lowers your opponent's defense. Balimon lowers your opponent's tech and power. And the thing that makes that so good is that there's no Digimon in the game currently now, either in global or JP, that removes the debuffs from itself, I believe. If I remember correctly, if I'm wrong, if you guys know something in JP like that I just kind of missed, but you can lower your opponent's defenses and lower your opponent's damage. So, and they can't do anything about it unless the Digimon dies. I think that's the only downfall or weakness of it. But overall, yeah, I've been liking doing that. Alphamon is there to be my nuker. That's why what's his name is not there. Um, I have to revisit that team only because yeah, with Alphamon it doesn't work. And even though I have the defense, I feel like I couldn't do enough input, enough damage. And some teams have been awakening some people have been awakening their Digimons right now because we got so many emblems. And honestly, the best thing to do is kind of save them and use them to for a character that has long longevity. Um, the thing is, I was thinking about super awakening Rosamon when it comes out, assuming it comes out soon. But I'm actually thinking about doing it to Balimon. only because it does have longevity. It doesn't have any other, I guess, character that could do that. Um, but yeah, and look at this character speed. That's insane. I know I gave it these, but just to further my point, like maxed out plugins, like this guy's fast. Like I really dig that because I like being first, you know? Um I got pinpoint, which is really good. Yeah, I lose pinpoint, so it doesn't matter. Lose pinpoint, gain speed. I'm not even caring about attacking with Baihumon. I wipe all enemies, you know? But enough talking. Let's kind of go into some matches so you guys could see how my team did. All right, guys. So I'm gonna put the stamp if you guys, are over like me talking because just to showcase the matches. In this one, they don't have status protection, which kind of helps us, but they have that defense. And as you guys can see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. They super awaken like all their Digimons. And the thing is, like a lot of these Digimons, maybe out of there, maybe Chaosdramon keeps its value for a little bit longer just because it increases your defense and Baihumon. But those other three Digimons, like they will lose their value later on. It's excellent Digimon right now, but if I could do it with my Digimon without Super Awakening, I will try it now. I've Now I don't regret all the ones. Maybe Omegamon, I do regret Super Awakening Omegamon because it was good for a little bit. Then it just kind of like, well, I guess I don't need it. But I really thought I was gonna lose this one. But as you guys can see, that burn like comes so in clutch. Honestly, and there's just no way I'm not dealing no kind of damage. And by the time my Alpha Monk could have dealt damage, he was gonna be dead. Like by no means he could survive. And right here, as you guys can see, yeah, obviously that's gonna die. So what I want to do is kind of make sure I burn him because I know I'm not gonna deal damage. Um, and there, he kind of himself helped me get the 27-point win here. And that's what I meant. Like this guy, I know I was kind of mostly talking about Baihumon and Imperialdramon, but Shine Greymon's so good too. Like he's always my last one to survive if I'm put in a situation like that, and that's why he still fits in my team only because of that. And he deals a burn. Here we got a Lucemon defenses and then lowering my defense. Yeah, those Bawimons really do hurt. The damage you do, and then if they have increased defense. But it does help that if they have the turtle, at least have Imperialdramon to kind of like remove their power. If they have Shine Greymon, it removes their power or defense. I mean defense and power, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I talked about it for a long time, but right here, it's not so hard. It was an easy match. Definitely a lot easier than the other one. Um, but matches weren't this easy, honestly. Like I said, like I wouldn't have been able to hit the DLTs, and then I would have been dependent on that DPS, and who knows if I would have done that well with just the DPS. Here we're going against a Leomon. This guy's going for kind of nuke. He's increasing damage. It's kind of a weird team because Imperialdramon gets increased. Does Sakuyamon increase power too? Or just tech? I think it just increases tech. And we got that Leomon, and thank goodness it countered. At that point, I don't care if I waste like resources. I'm gonna kill that Leomon because it's gonna be annoying. So I always do this. I remove his defense with Imperialdramon and then attack with Alphamon, and then Alphamon gets that boost, right? It always works out that way, but I couldn't depend on my Alphamon getting that boost because it could end up dying out of nowhere too. But it still worked out. Lucimon's usually the first one to die on my team. I am considering switching it out for something else, but right now I just need that DLT protection. Um, yeah, that's basically it. Lowering your opponent's defense, just in case they have that defense, or to do more DPS, right? Now we're going against another Sakuyamon. I like going against Sakuyamons because they kind of die easily, and if they right there, I did the wipe, and the first thing it's gonna do is heal. Like no one has that much damage, but at least I wiped their defenses a little bit, um, and then that leaves me time to like counterattack. It's like we started fresh and with him no buffs. Like that's why I like Sakuyamon. And luckily we stunned that like Leomon too. And then that guy just comes back to life. And there you go. Now Leomon could attack, but it don't matter. Like at this point, it's not gonna do any damage. That's gonna like kill us. Oh, I speak too soon. I think that this is the match where I messed up. I should have attacked with Alphamon, but I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it's okay. That's where I got confident. But if I would have attacked with Alphamon first, I think he definitely would have died. He survived with no health and his ability reloaded. Yeah. All right, this one, yeah, this one's not so bad. I've actually seen some pretty tanky teams during Tenacious Week with that. What's her name? Lilymon, right? Bancho Lilymon. Yeah, and yeah, those teams were hard. Only because they were tenacious. They had so many defenses, no burn, no fade, no nothing, But and I didn't have the turn wipe. I think during Tenacious Week. Oh my gosh, that was hell. But as you guys can see, with this team, no problem. Like again, getting like decent amount of points. Um, I think this one I get a 28-point win too. Um, and definitely Baihumon has helped. I don't think I would have done it without it. Imperialdramon I still think it's clutch. By the chance that it's gonna do damage, but there's a lot of defense going on, so he doesn't do as much as before. And this team, honestly, I looked at this team and I thought I was gonna do a lot better. Again, Super Awaken, like Crusadermon, like, and then the Bond, like, oh yikes! I saw that and it was like, but it still managed to get me, only because like I don't know. I guess I underestimated the team. And as you guys can see right now, he slowly starts taking down my team. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Luckily, this is one of those situations where I tell you guys that Shine Greymon, like, not Shine Greymon, Shine Greymon. It's come so in clutch. I can't see myself taking out my team right now. And that's why my team's right now what it is you guys see, Lucimon's always dying first. So that's something I'm considering replacing. But it's hard because I don't have to keep Imperialdramon, but I do kind of like he's helped out in a lot of different situations, and it also helps with the Alphamon nuke, and that's why that is like that. And right here we're just trying to do little punches, and the Bond's not gonna do anything. It's Super Awaken, even if it had both his abilities and it attacked me. By no means is gonna do enough damage to like knock me out. And there, 27-point win. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys liked the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.